Is he going to check this corner? Sean, if he does, they might win the round. Pronax going to come out. Sean trying to spray. He keeps doing it. Pronax comes in and he gets the kill. Oh no, that was the opening that Complexity needed. Now, 20 seconds. This grenade from nothing. Is it going to land? He needs to go and pick up the bomb as well. What is happening?
Yeah, nothing doesn't have a lot of time there, and you can see that he's having to backtrack. He needs to actually end up getting taken down here while as the rest of his teammates. And he'll have to sit there and go back and buy here. And we'll see a gun run, a much needed gun run here for Complexity as they're down by 7 here to Fnatic. It is a CT side map, and you can see here again, Sean Gare is trying to anticipate the pre-fire. But one of the really unique things, if Sean was able to pick up that kill there onto Pronax, that would have been an open B bomb site, and they would have had to face off against a 2-on-3 with the bomb down inside of B, and they would have had nice control there. They didn't know that nothing actually lurked through the CT spawn area.
Yeah, that was, I mean, all of these rounds, even though they're 7 rounds behind, every round has been very, very close. It's not like Complexity are just getting wiped off of the map here. They keep making it a 2-on-X situation, and they keep being very close to coming out with a victory, and they just, you know, they just fall short by a few inches. This is a little bit, I mean, it's almost heartbreaking to watch at this point.
Yeah, so the economy bonus is basically stacked up enough where they can sit here and buy not only for this round, but of course for the next round, and probably the round to follow.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, 3,400 every time they lose. They just need a few $100s more, and they could just buy forever, pretty much. But right now, they need to stop Fnatic, and it's perfectly possible. They could, of course, they can make the comeback at this point. Flusher here not taking any damage. This grenade gonna land, do a little bit of damage to nothing. Nothing, you know, nothing terrible though.
Yeah, so one of the things that we were talking about the economy there for Complexity side, as it looks like they're probably about to execute here towards A.
Yeah, well, Flusher gets the opening kill on nothing there, but Hiko will pick off JW, and that is a big kill. Devilwalk takes him down though. Schneider's still in the pit waiting, and now Sean is going to push in. They will overwhelm Devilwalk here. They should be able to, but they're not yet. He's holding still. How is Devilwalk not dead? There comes the kill now. It's going to be a 2-on-2 situation. Sean is on 2 HP. Semphis still on 100, and he's looking for the kill here. But Schneider's in the pit. He does reveal himself. Semphis will go down. It's all on Sean. 2 HP is not enough. Schneider picks up the double, and it's another round for Fnatic. They're inches away, Corey, every round.
Yeah, and it shows right there on Fnatic's current economy. The way that now that they've won numerous rounds in a row, but they're still only sitting right around that 6,000 average. And so you'll see that they have to buy yet again here. You can see that Flusha almost maxes himself out there as he only has a couple hundred to work with. But overall, throughout, of course, Fnatic's been winning the rounds. They are leading by 9-1, and that right there kind of is a statement all on its own.
It really is, and I don't think Complexity are losing their spirits at all yet. It's a best-of-3 game, this one, and we're still only in the first half, so they are still going to keep going. But this is a nice play from Fnatic. Flusher down on Banana, and up the middle, they're going to push in here. Flusher, oh no, that was a team kill. Nothing taken out Hiko because he was trying to get to Flusher, who was pushed up the middle. I'll correct myself here. It's going to be a 3-on-4 situation, and Sean comes in, has a grenade out at the wrong time. Now Semphis trying to see if they can retake it, but 2-on-4. This is one of the rounds that Fnatic really needed, because they could start building up an economy. If they come out of this round with 4 members alive, that will be huge for the Swedish team.
You have JW just on the other side over there towards Banana, right where the bomb is down. They know exactly where it's at. That's the reason why they have 3 different players that are over there for Fnatic. And Simp is checking all of the right spots.
Yeah, that's important now. Can they sandwich into people on Banana? If Semphis gets this kill on Devilwalk, that will be massive. But Devilwalk was in a sneaky angle there, and we'll take him down. And now it's on Swag alone, trying to get through the smoke. But this is, I mean, Fnatic are doing a good job here, just covering the bomb and not letting him get any chance.
And luckily enough there for Swag, that fire gets extinguished there by the smoke.
Well, I think he's gonna hightail it out of here. There's no reason to stick around anymore. They have the bomb covered, and he's got 11 HP, so he's just gonna try and save this AK somewhere. And oh, I mean, nothing because of that team kill. If you bring up the scoreboard for a second, we can see that because of that team kill, nothing has $0. You get a penalty for 3,300. And that's a big problem. Everybody else in his team will be able to buy because of the consecutive round loss bonus, but nothing is going to have some trouble.
He can buy, but he's going to be stuck into a poor situation where he either has to buy a Galil, and then he can buy head armor there, but it looks like he's going to decide. Let's see what they've got 2 AKs already. This is complete money management, so he will go ahead and buy a Galil and head armor and a couple flashbangs. The rest of his teammates pretty much full nade sets across the board there.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. 10-1 is the scoreline now. We're moving into the 12th round, and JW is waiting in the middle. He doesn't take the shot just yet. I mean, they're playing with him. They know he's there. And this is a dangerous game to play against one of the best AWPers in the world. Really got to be careful with that. Oh, wait. JW's going to push up here. If he walks in here, there are two people waiting. He gets flashed in. He gets the headshot on Hiko. That was fantastic. And now he's just going to fall back. That was, I mean, teamwork by Fnatic.
That perfect pop flash.
Oh man, that was, and look at, I mean, you could see the confidence in the way JW did that. He was not afraid at all. Just walks in and gets the shot, and now he's waiting for more. Down in the pit, they're going to try and see if they can smoke and flash their way out, but if they walk through this smoke.
Yeah, JW is going to be blind here for just a moment, but they're easily going to pick off nothing as he hops out of the apartments.
Yeah, 5-on-3 situation here. Semphis makes his way down into the pit, but can he make it out of here as well? That's the big question. Sean Gas trying to find a shot on someone inside the bomb site, but time is also running out for Complexity. Good shot from Swag. They are still never going to give up. JW will take down one onto Semphis, and it's a 2-1-4 situation, and it's only 20 seconds left on the clock. Swag picks up one, keeps going with the AK. He's alone in a 1-on-3. Fnatic had made the full rotation already. They were just, I mean, when they come out of the apartments, there are so many people waiting for them.
I'm a huge fan of what JW did during that round. Of course, we saw the pop flash off the start here as we take another look. Pops the flash, quick headshot there into Hiko. He falls back into the site, and he has another angle. We're talking just cracks that he's looking through. He's able to pick off Semphis. He then moves over to another angle, a player up on top of balcony, another just small region that he can shoot through, and he makes the kill there as well.
Yeah, now we got Schneider pushing up aggressively. Actually puts a lot of damage on nothing. That was up in the apartments over by second mid. Right now the score is 11-1, and Complexity, man, this is not a fun map for them, is it? And the problem is Complexity chose this map. Fnatic chose the second map on Mirage. So not saying that Complexity is going to be lose the semifinals here if they lose this map. That, you know, it's way too soon to call anything like that. But they gotta start really pushing up here.
Yeah, Pronax taking a gutsy move, but it pays off. He's able to take out two before getting eliminated there.
Yeah, 2-for-1 trade, absolutely fantastic. They still got Flusher here, the top fragger by far in the game, and they're going to try and push him down. Grenade lands, and nothing. It's very low on health.
Yeah, right now Fnatic can take whatever gamble they like as they have a pretty nice lead at this point, and they're looking to not stop anytime soon here. And of course, what that means is that pushes Complexity back on their heels, and they have to anticipate anything and everything.
There it is. I mean, that little maneuver in the middle right there. Essentially it's a simple setup. You got a crossfire setup in the middle. But the way Fnatic did it is every time Complexity was looking one way, there was nobody there, and then they got shot in the back. They turn around to look that way, and they get crossfired from the other angle. So very annoying, very good communication from Fnatic brings them now an 11-round lead, and now the first half is drawing to a close. And this might be more than Complexity can handle. Obviously, there's the pistol round on the next half. If they win that, there is always a chance. But yeah, we need some magic here.
There's always the question that I have is whenever you know that you're being defeated by this much, how quickly should you hop in? Look at that as JW. They're over there towards Banana, picks off two.
I mean, JW is really, when he is like this, he is in a league almost of his own. I can't name many AWPers that play with such confidence and such superiority. It's going to be Semphis alone in a 1-on-5 for the 14th round. Complexity have to ask themselves, I mean, they just got hit by a train, basically.
They now know exactly where Semphis is. He does pick off Flusha, but they can work here. You'll be on the lookout for JW here in a moment.
Yeah, 1-on-4 situation. He comes, tries to shoot through the smoke. The question is Semphis just going to try and save this AK? I mean, he's not really doing it yet. He doesn't really want to go for the ace, basically.
He's going to try to make this turn it into an A map, and then Pronax will finally eliminate him there. So they've sitting at it right now. Of course, they're going to have to buy, but they're going to buy whatever they can here for Complexity. And right now, they're already getting down and out on themselves.
Yeah, I mean, you know these guys better than most of us. So maybe, I mean, is that the look of despair, or is it the look of sort of determination? Are they looking at the second map already? Do you think?
I don't think they're looking at the second map as of yet. Now, of course, we're still here in the first half. I think they're still going to take some time and see what they can do here. They know that they can come back from anything, just as anybody else knows. But the fact is, right now, on this CT side, Fnatic has just been so strong.
They really have. But a good one-for-one trade here. I mean, Swag gets the return onto Pronax. The Devilwalk also utilizing an incendiary grenade there. He's going to go out, gets the 1 kill, but Swag is there to pick it up again. Flusher immediately gets the double kill, and that's going to be Hiko alone in a 1-on-3. Fnatic, they are so good right now. And, well, it's going to be a 1-on-2. Schneider picks up the final kill on Hiko. 14-1, Corey. What on earth did we just witness?
So one of the things that right out of the start, we saw that during the pistol round, we saw that Complexity went ahead and they lost that pistol round. And of course, it was just a unique strategy and almost kind of overthinking things a little bit. I like what you said there, saying that they probably anticipated them to go ahead. Usually we'll see 3 players over there towards the banana side. They pushed up, and they were probably just delaying so long that they wanted to see if they could attack the B side with only 2 players over there. That completely makes sense to me. It just didn't pan out that way.
I mean, for the first 9 rounds in this game, it really felt like Complexity were, I mean, a single decision different. If they had looked one way instead of the other, they would have probably won a lot of those rounds. And this game would have turned out completely differently, because throughout all of those rounds, Fnatic was quite literally 1 round away from ecoing all the time, because they kept losing all their rifles. And, I mean, I can't even explain it. I'm not saying that 14-1 isn't a one-sided score, but it's not as one-sided as the numbers tell you. If you go back and watch the demo, you'll see that Complexity for a really long time had a good opening back into the game. They just weren't able to find it, and at the end they probably lost hope a little bit too. And now, well, that's going to bring us to a second half, and obviously without a pistol round here, it's not going to work.
Of course, without a question there, now that they're going to be on the counter-terrorist side, you have to win the pistol round. There's no question about that. Of course, I mean, if they don't, then basically you can count it out from there. There's a possible chance that we might actually see P250 save to follow that round, and it may be something miraculous. It may be that miracle on ice, if you will. But I just don't see that happening here in the second half.
I mean, we'd be talking Counter-Strike history if they make the comeback from 14-1 on. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that.
Not on Inferno, not something like that.
New God Train, we could start talking, 14-1 comeback. On Inferno, not so much. So, well, the American team in a lot of trouble, and I think they're taking some time to talk, which is also why we're not straight into the next half already. What do you talk about at this point? What do you say if you're Complexity?
Well, I mean, we can talk about Complexity, but really I want to focus on what Fnatic was doing right that whole entire game. If we saw what JW, I mean, first of all, whenever we look at each one of these days, we look at day 1, that was a whole different mindset there. Complexity came out, I apologize, that was Fnatic and NIP. They both came out to play. LGB Esports was a lot of fun to watch, but really, they are in that mindset. They were dominating. They're playing extremely well. All 5 players were clicking. You look at day number 2 there with Complexity in varied games. Complexity was really, they were clicking for sure. There's no question about that. But today is a new day, and that's basically what I was trying to get to. It's a completely different day, and you got to see exactly what type of players came out to play.
Yeah, and actually you mentioned JW, and it's interesting because he's at the bottom of the scoreboard with only 9 kills. And in the past, when we've seen JW play, when he hasn't been playing well, it's like he either finds this incredible level where he can literally kill anyone and win whole games on his own, or he just drops off the scoreboard and does nothing. Well, now he's at the bottom of the scoreboard, but he still plays fantastically. So that might be a mental change as well in this one player, where you simply have, him not giving up on himself and not being frustrated, but just keeping his cool and still playing well exactly in the situations when it's needed. And we saw him do that. And that's also very, very important, because when you start getting down on yourself and being angry, that could really lead to some unfortunate decision making as well.
Yeah, so one of the things that I've noticed there from earlier maps there on DE Inferno for Complexity, we've noticed that they would like to hit that B bomb site a lot more so than they did the A bomb site. And so whenever they ran into Fnatic over there in the B side, they just anticipated that they could win those gunfights. But since they didn't win them, that's where Fnatic was able to take the upper hand. From there, they changed things up a little bit more. They started hitting over there towards the A-bomb site. And what was unique about it is they kind of went for this kind of very games mentality a few months ago where they'd smoke up and they'd actually try to get into the pit and kind of wait it out and try to get those picks. Yeah. Well, the thing is that you had Fnatic, they had set angles. So for any exits to get out of the pit, they were covered.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate, isn't it? Because normally when you get the pit position, you know you've done a pretty good job already in that bomb site. But some really quick